Hey gang, how's it going? Hope you're well. I'm on my way into the city. So I live out in North Brisbane area and I'm on the way into the city. It takes about 45 minutes to drive in. I'm doing a radio interview with the ABC, not the BBC, not the Britain. And I thought I'd just make a little quick video because in 1 week's time, Snake Island is hitting stores around Australia and New Zealand. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? I sure can't. I'm really excited. I thought I'd just document my feelings while I drive into the city. And if you're wondering why I choose to make video logs or videos in the car instead of just doing it nicely at home in my office or something like that, I've made a video on it before, but being a dad and a high school teacher, and I'm just strapped for time. And I thought this would be a good way to start talking about the novel too before I go there. So it's practically killing like 5 birds with one stone, although I don't kill birds. That's weird. Just realizing how weird that saying is. The car is awesome, by the way, in the car. So when you've got a job and when you've got kids and when you've got all these other things going on in your life, the car is like a little sanctuary. Now, obviously, I hope you're noticing how often I'm keeping my eyes on the road. That's obviously of prime concern when you're driving. But in the car, you can listen to podcasts, you can learn. I practice my interviews. I know it sounds silly, but I practice speaking and articulating myself in the car. I do videos. The car is awesome. I'm finding more and more the car is like this little sanctuary. You can write in your mind, just think of ideas. I don't know how much of my books would have been written without my commute. Like, I drive 40 minutes to work and 40 minutes home every day, and I write a lot in that time. Not literally like I've got a computer on the steering wheel or something like that. Thinking is writing, absolutely. So just to give you an idea of timelines, Snake Island has been I've been writing it and editing it and thinking about it for, I guess, 3 years. It would be 3 years, maybe 2.5. So I wrote the first draft of the novel before To Become a Whale came out. To Become a Whale came out in June 2017. So that was like the first half of that year I spent doing that first draft. And so then when I started to do To Become a Whale, like press and things like that, and publicity stuff and library talks and all that sort of stuff, I just put Snake Island in a drawer, and I didn't look at it again until about 4 months after To Become a Whale came out. And then I edited it, cleaned it up, sent it to my agent. She sent it back with a few ideas. I sent it back, and we sort of got it to a place where we could send it on to my publisher. And then my publisher, Jane at Allen & Unwin, who's awesome, she got back to me in, I think it was around late January, early February of 2018. So, and then, edits and plans and all that sort of stuff sort of goes on from there. So that's sort of where we're at. That's how long it's been I've had it written, like fully written, for, 2.5 years. It's such a strange thing. Like, obviously with publishing, they need to fit your book in carefully to a schedule, and they know way more about that stuff than you do. Because with me, it's like, I've written this thing, I just want people to be able to read it. And it's both a really long wait, but it also comes around so quickly. Like, just next week it's coming out, and it feels like it's just come up like that. But at the same time, gosh, it's taken a while too. And obviously that time is spent making the book as good as it possibly can be as well. So you need that time to really think with it and sit with it and have other people read it and get their notes back to you. That I'm so excited to have it out in stores and to hear what you guys think of it. People have already started to tag me in on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook and just messaging me and showing me that they're reading it and that they're excited, and it's so cool. It's so cool. This thing it's still such a magic feeling, this thing that I wrote while, just on my laptop by myself, just ideas that I've had. People are reading it, people are responding to it. It's really exciting, it's really cool. I think that thing will never fade. I'm also really excited because very soon, I hope, even if maybe after I've uploaded this, it should be up maybe, but I'm going to have a tour schedule. So I'm actually going to be driving down to Victoria, and I'll be hitting Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra. So I'm going to be just going down the east coast, but I'm going down and to say hi to some bookshops and do a few author Q&As, and I'm really excited. I'm going on a book tour, which is crazy to me, but it's going to be awesome. If you're in Sydney or Melbourne, or keep an eye out on my schedule when I upload it and things like that, so I can actually you can come along. I love meeting people. I love meeting readers. It's one of the joys of doing this, that I get to actually talk with people. I find a lot of the time that when people know, look at the rearview mirror. I think a lot of the time when people know you're an author, I don't think it's real. Like, I don't think it's a real place, but they do place sometimes my opinion as being more heavily weighted than their own, which is, it's a position of authority, I guess. And I don't, I'm the same as everybody else. I don't think I'm any better or worse. I don't think I'm better at writing than anybody else. I just think it just so happens that my book's the one that's getting published. But when you talk to these people, it's like they get this sense of, I get to actually tell them that they're worthwhile, and that their story's worthwhile, and they just want an ear to be able to listen to what their story is. And I'm not just talking about like pitching a fictional novel or something like that. I'm talking about they want their heart heard by someone, and they want that person to say to them that you are worthwhile, that you're valuable. And if I can do that, if I'm in that position, if a person has placed me there, it's really nice. It's nice to be able to give that back, because I remember being in that same position of looking at other authors and thinking, I just want someone to notice me, really. Just this week, I've had a few, so my book Snake Island's out to a few American publishers at this stage, but so far no one's really responded to it, which is, that's a normal thing. A few of them said it was a bit too dark, which I actually found, I get it. Like, I don't think my book is an easy read. Like, there's some pretty hard moral questions in it, so I get where it's difficult. I don't think it's dark, I think it's difficult. I'm fine with that. I think that good art has to do that. But obviously with rejection comes that feeling of like, oh no, have I written something here that's not really worthwhile, or am I the only one who's going to like this? But just this week I have a mate in Victoria named Robert Lukens, and his book Everlasting Sunday, I think I've mentioned it on this channel before, but my gosh, that book is a work of art. Like, that is a brilliant piece of writing, and it's so beautiful and evocative. And he sent me a message this week after he'd read my book, and it was so affirming, and he was just full of, like, he really responded to it. He really got what I was doing, and hearing that from him this week, it just really helped me in dealing with those moments of rejection. And so if I can help other people have those moments too, I think that's probably the most valuable thing I can do with writing. That's the most valuable thing I do in these author talks, is actually getting to meet people and talk with them. So please, if you're in any of the places where I'll be touring, please make sure you do come out and see, because I'd love to hang out and have a chat. All right, looks like I've gone a bit long here. I hope some of that was interesting to you. You know, I would absolutely love to hear a bit more from you guys about what you'd like to hear from me. I think I'm coming up to a pretty interesting season. Like, I'm going on this book tour. I'm heading into the publicity of Snake Island. What would you like to hear? What would be things that would be interesting to people? I'm obviously speaking from trying to picture what it was like not being in this position. But I'm keen. Any questions you have, let me know. Happy to hear them. That's all from me. I'll see you soon. On the road, hopefully. I'll see you somewhere in real life. It's exciting.